Shemai, Yasha'Allah, Yahweh, Alahayanawa, Akkad. Shemai, Yasha'Allah, Yahweh, Alahayanawa, Akkad. Shemai, Yasha'Allah, Yahweh, Alahayanawa, Akkad. Hear, O Israel, the Lord your God is one. I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah. Double honors to our elders and apostles of Great Millstone, taught us this truth. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect scattered across the four winds. It's your brother, Yakar Aben, back with another lesson. We're going to start out right here, Romans 15:4. It says, So for whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope. Through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope. So I was just doing a little bit of reading, so I'm kind of all over the place, but I was recalling that Abraham, let me get it. Abraham was counted righteous for because he was going to slay his son Isaac, and he had the faith to believe that the Most High God was going to raise him up, if he slew him. Okay, it says, we're going to get the scripture. It's in Hebrews 11:17, and it says, by faith, Abraham, when he was tried, offered up Isaac, and he that had received the promise offered up his only begotten son, of whom it was said, that in Isaac shall thy seed be called, accounting that the Most High was able to raise him up even from the dead, from whence he received him in figure. Okay, so Abraham believed that the Most High could raise him up from the dead. He had that kind of faith. But us, in these days, we have the scriptures to go back to where Abraham was counted as faith, by what he had witnessed. But we can go back into the accounts of where the Lord actually did raise up different men. We don't have to doubt. We don't have to, we can remove all doubt from our minds because we have examples where the Lord literally raised up men from the dead. We have an account here in 2 Kings chapter 4. Okay, we're going to get the whole account. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and read the whole thing. Okay. Now there came a certain woman of the wives of the sons of the prophets unto Elisha, saying, Thy servant my husband is dead, and thou knowest that thy servant did fear the Lord, and the creditor is come to take unto him my two sons of bondmen. We're not gonna go over that. With that account, you can go back and read it. But that's when he increased the perfume. Okay, here it is. This is 2 Kings 4:11. And it fell on the day that he came thither, and he turned into the chamber and lay there. And he said to Gehazi, his servant, Call the Shunammite. And when he had called her, she stood before him. He said unto him, Say now unto her, Behold, thou hast been careful for us with all this care. What is to be done for thee? Wouldest thou be spoken for the king? or to be captain of the host? And she answered, I dwell among mine own people. And he said, what then is to be done for her? And Gezer answered, verily, she hath no children, and her husband is old. And he said, call her. And when he had called her, he stood in the door. And he said, about this season, according to the time of life, thou shalt embrace a son. And she said, nay, my lord, the man of God, do not lie unto thine handmaid. And the woman conceived and bare a son at the season that Elisha had said unto her, according to the time of life. So the lady was barren, and she prayed to the man of the Lord. Well, she came to the man of the Lord, and the man of the Lord told her, I'm gonna come back, and in a year's time, you're gonna have a son, and it came to pass. And it says, 2 Kings 4:18, and when the child was grown, it fell on a day, and he went out to his father to the reapers. And he said unto his father, my head, my head. And he said to the lad, carry him to his mother. And then he take him and brought him to his mother. He sat on her knees till noon, and then died. And she went up and laid him on the bed of the man of God, and shut the door upon him, and went out. And she called unto her husband and said, send me, I pray thee, one of the young men and one of the asses, that I may run to the man of God and come again. And he said, wherefore wilt thou go to him today? It is neither new moon nor Sabbath. And he said, it shall be well. Then she saddled an ass and said to her servant, drive and go forward. Slack not thy riding for me, except I bid thee. So she went and came unto the man of God to the Mount Carmel. And it came to pass, when the man of God saw her afar off, and he said to Gezer, his servant, behold, yonder is that Shunammite. Run now, I pray thee, to meet her, and say unto her, is it well with thee? Is it well with thy husband? Is it well with the child? And she answered, it is well. And then she came to the man of God to the hill. She caught him by the feet, but Gezer came near to thrust her away. And the man of God said, let her alone, for her soul is vexed within her, and the Lord hath hid it from me, and hath not told me. Then she said, did I desire a son of my Lord? Did I not say, do not deceive me? Then he said to Gezer, gird up thy loins, take thy staff in thy hand, and go thy way. If thou meet any man, salute him not. If any salute thee, answer him not again, and lay my staff upon the face of the child. And the mother of the child said, as the Lord liveth, and as thy soul liveth, I will not leave thee. And he arose and followed her. And Gezer passed on before them, and laid the staff upon the face of the child, but there was neither voice nor hearing. Wherefore he went again to meet him, and told him, saying, the child is not awake. Then Elisha was come into the house. Behold, the child was dead, and laid upon his bed. He went in therefore, and shut the door upon them twain, and prayed unto the Lord. And he went up, and lay upon the child, and put his mouth upon his mouth, and his eyes upon his eyes, and his hand upon his hands. And he stretched himself upon the child, and the flesh of the child waxed warm. Then he returned and walked in the house to and fro, and went up and stretched himself upon him. And the child sneezed 7 times, and the child opened his eyes. And he called Gezer and said, call the Shunammite. So he called her, and when she was come unto him, he said, take up thy son. Then she went in and fell at his feet, and bowed herself to the ground, and took up her son, and went out. So this is an account right there where the Lord was able to bring a a child back to life. It's That's an account. So Abraham didn't know, he didn't know these things, but we had the scriptures to tell us, hey, the Lord has done it. He's done it on multiple occasions. You see, I got one. Okay, we'll get another account. Here, this is Elisha again. This is 2 Kings 13 and 20. And Elisha died, and they buried him, and the bands of the Moabites invaded the land at the coming in of the year. And it came to pass, as they were burying a man, that behold, they spied a band of men, and they cast the man into the sepulchre of Elisha. And when the man was let down and touched the bones of Elisha, he revived and stood up on his feet. So, I mean, the Most High God put the power in Elisha's bones to where, hey, they threw a man off in the grave, and when he touched his bones, the the Lord revived that man. And these were things written for us in these times so we could have faith. We could have faith in the Lord. I think that's pretty much it. Uh, but there are other instances where Lazarus raised from the grave. I mean, there's other instances where a man of the Lord performed a miracle, or the Most High, or His Son performed miracle. Well, through people, through His holy servants, the prophets. Yahweh Shah being the main, first and foremost, the main prophet, the Son of the Most High. But the Lord is able to raise us up from the dead. So, in these times that are about to come, we should have no doubt in the power of our God. We should have no doubt in His power. He can raise us up from the dead. He can do whatever He wants, and He's given us a promise that He will save us. You know, out of our calamities if we believe and trust in Him. So I hope this lesson was edifying to the hopeful elect. I'd like to give all honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem Rakakadash. Double honors to our elders and apostles. Peace and salutation to the hopeful elect. Hopefully this lesson was edifying to the flock. Death to the wicked. Shalom.